What's going on, everybody? This is Deshaun Raw, host of the Belts of the Bush YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over my NBA picks and predictions for tonight's NBA action. Had a really good day yesterday. Had the Bucks minus 1.5, that cash. Had Houston minus 1.5. They're officially off the do not bet list. Who else? I like the Lakers minus the 2.5, that cashed. Yeah, I was hitting everything last night. My loss, I did have Phoenix money line. They tied the game up late in the fourth, and then just couldn't get it done. I thought it was a really, really good spot for Phoenix. I know they were off the back end of a back to back, but getting Dylan Brooks back, getting Colin Gillespie back, Grayson Allen, getting all those guys back healthy, like that was probably the healthiest Phoenix has been. And I was like going up against a slumping Orlando team who we cannot trust. Thought it was a good spot for them. Even taking it a +2, I elected to just take the outright money line. Thought I could get it, but no. But that's all right. Like I said, I hit my other ones and stuff like that. So all around good day. But let's get right into this NBA action. First game up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers at the Washington Wizards. 7 o'clock p.m. EST. 76ers, 15.5-point road favorites. Over under 239.5. That's a big spread. For the Sixers, they're fully healthy. For the Wizards, Anthony Davis is out. Keyshawn George is out. Trae Young's out. Trey Johnson is a game-time decision. And Alex Sarr is a game-time decision. For the Sixers, winners of 3 out of their last 5 games. This will be their 3rd straight road game. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. For the Wizards, 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're coming off a pretty significant road stand. 5 out of their last 5 games were all played on the road. Now they're back in the Capital One Arena. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak. These two teams have already played 3 times this season. Philadelphia leads the season series 3-0. They got a 139-134 win on October 28th in Washington, then followed it up with a 121-102 win in Philadelphia on December 2nd. Then got a 131-110 win in Philly on January 7th. Listen, this Sixers team is healthy. They're playing a lot better. I think they're going to be a tough out for anyone in the postseason, especially healthy and playing like they are right now at this moment. Washington's not good. It would be Philly for me. Like I said, they've already beaten them 3 times this season. They're not going to lose this game. It's just all about if they're going to cover this game. 239.5-point total. You know what? Nah, I'm just going to lay it with Philly. No significant rest advantage for either one of these teams. Philadelphia is the better basketball team. So give me the Sixers. I'll lay the 15.5 points on the road in this one. Next one up, we got the Atlanta Hawks at the Orlando Magic. 7 o'clock p.m. EST. Hawks, 4.5-point road favorites. Over under 232.5. For the Hawks, Jock Landale is a game-time decision. Other than that, they're fully healthy. For the Magic, Franz Wagner is still out. Anthony Black is still out. And Jonathan Isaac is still out. Let me see. Their status. Yeah. For the Hawks, they're winners of 4 out of their last 5 games. This will be their first road game since March 27th. They're currently on a 2-game winning streak. For the Magic, winners of 2 out of their last 5 games. This will be their 2nd straight home game. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak. Orlando is on the back end of a back-to-back as well. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season. Atlanta leads the season series 3-0. Atlanta got a 111-107 win in Orlando on October 24th. Then followed it up with a 127-112 win in Atlanta on November 4th. Then they got a 124-112 win in Atlanta on March 16th. So they played middle of the month, last month. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Atlanta coming in with a significant rest advantage. Orlando on the back end of a back-to-back. Like I said, I just can't trust Orlando. period. Like I said, I faded them last night. It came to bite me. I'm gonna fade them again here. Like I said, Atlanta's already beaten them 3 times right here, so they're just gonna go ahead and get the season sweep here. Excuse me. Total 232.5. I'm really not even gonna play that. So yeah, it's just gonna be Atlanta for me, and I'm gonna lay the 4.5. But there is significant money coming in on Orlando right now. So if you want to play Atlanta, just wait. Maybe you can get a 3.5 flat 4. If so, take that. But at the current number, give me the Hawks. I'll lay the 4.5. I'm gonna lay the 4.5 with the Hawks in this one. Next one up, we got the Boston Celtics at the Miami Heat, 7:30 p.m. EST. Celtics 5.5 point road favorites, over under 228.5. This is the third straight game where the road favorite has been favored. Granted, Sixers are playing Washington. I know. Let's see, Boston. For Boston, Ron Harper Jr. is a game-time decision, and Vucevic is still out. For the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is a game-time decision. Norman Powell is out. For the Celtics, they're winners of 3 out of their last 5 games. This will be their third straight road game. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. For the Heat, winners of 2 out of their last 5 games. This will be their second straight home game. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season. Boston leads the season series 3-0. Boston got a 129-116 win in Boston on December 19th. Then followed it up with a 119-114 win in Miami on January 15th. Then they got a 98-96 win in Boston on February 6th. Total 228.5. I like Boston. I'm going to lay the points here with them. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lay the points with Boston. Miami's not good either. Miami is just not good either. They're done. Yes, I know these two teams play each other fairly tough every time they match up, but Boston's the significantly better basketball team. Like I say, yes, Miami just got a really, really good win at home against Philadelphia, but like I said, man, I just don't trust Miami right now. I really, really don't. They have not been in good form as of late. And yes, Boston's coming off of a loss to Atlanta. It was a bad spot for Boston. Now they can come back to Miami, play a reeling Miami team who hasn't been playing well. Boston's a significantly better team. There's no rest advantage angle for either one of these teams. But Boston's already beaten this team three times already this season. They have the formula. They know what they have to do to beat this team. I think they do it again. And I think they cover the number. So give me the Celtics. I'll lay the 5.5. If there's anything else I would play in this game in terms of that total, yeah, give me Boston. I'm laying 5.5. And this one, next one up, we got the New York Knicks at the Memphis Grizzlies, 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Knicks, 14.5 point road favorites, over under 228.5. For the Knicks, Landry Shamet is out. For the Grizzlies, Taylor Hendricks, game time decision, but he is listed as doubtful per ESPN. Taj Gibson is a game time decision. Ty Jerome is out. Jalen Wells is out. Zach Edey's out. For the Knicks, 2-2. Jesus, I can't talk. Winners of 2 out of their last 5 games. This will be their 4th straight road game. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak. They're also on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. For the Grizzlies, 1-4 in their last 5 games. This will be their 5th straight home game. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up once this season. New York leads the season series 1-0. New York got a 133-120 win in New York on November 11th. I'm on the Grizzlies here. Plus a 14.5. Yes, I know. The the New York Knicks are a significantly better basketball team, but we like Ben Memphis in Memphis. We really, really do. I know Memphis is done. They're a really, really bad team. New York should come in here and kill them, but New York's on my do not bet list. I will not touch a New York Knicks bet. You will not see me betting the New York Knicks. They are absolutely shitty. The Knicks in Madison Square Garden, cool. They cool. One of the best ATS teams at home in the league this season. They play really, really well at home, but on the road, that tends to be where you want to fade them. Laying 14.5 points on the Grizzlies, yes, I do think it is justified because Memphis is just that damn bad. But like I said, we like Ben Memphis in Memphis. That's where they play their better brand of basketball. You get New York on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Memphis has a significant rest advantage. Even though they don't have this significant roster advantage, everything leads to a Memphis bet here. So give me the Grizzlies plus a 14.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Sacramento Kings at the Toronto Raptors. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Raptors 13.5 point home favorites over under 226.5. For the Kings, Westbrook is out. Keegan Murray is out. Isaiah Stevens is a game time decision. Eubanks is out. Hunter's out. For the Raptors, Brandon Ingram is a game time decision. Colin Murray Boyles is a game time decision. Jameson Battle is out. Isaiah Quickly's out. Hepburn is still out. For the Kings, they're 1-4 in their last 5 games. This will be their 5th straight road game. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak. For the Raptors, winners of 3 out of their last 5 games. This will be their first home game since the 29th of March. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. Toronto also on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. These two teams have already matched up once this season. Toronto leads the season series 1-0. They got a 122-109 win in Sacktown on January 21st. Listen, yes, I know Toronto's on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Yes, I know Sacramento has a significant rest advantage, but we all know what the Raptors do. The Raptors, against bad teams, you can trust them. You can lay points with them, especially at the crib. But against the good teams, fade them. Fade the Raptors. They don't cover. They lose outright. It does not matter. Against teams that are 500 and above, not even that. A team that you label as good or really good, you wanna roll with them against the Raptors. The Raptors never seem to be good teams, but against bad teams like the Sacramento Kings, oh my God, they put belt to ass. And that's where I'm going right here. Give me the Raptors. I'm gonna lay the 13.5 points with them at home. And this one. Next time up, we got the Indiana Pacers at the Chicago Bulls. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Bulls, 4.5 point home favorites over under 247.5. Yes, we have the local shit bowl here. Will not be watching this game. For the Pacers, Siakam, game time decision, but he is listed as probable per ESPN. Nembhard is out. TJ McConnell is out. Obi Toppin is also listed as probable per ESPN. Nesmith is out. For the Bulls, Nick Richards is a game time decision. Anthony Simons is out. Smith is out. Collins is out. And Senge is out. For the Pacers, winners of 2 out of their last 5 games. This will be their first road game since March the 23rd. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak. For the Bulls, 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're coming off a pretty significant road stand. This will be their first home game since March the 23rd. They are currently on a 4-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season. Indiana leads the season series 3-0. Indiana got a 103-101 win in Indiana on November 29th. Then got a 120-105 win in Chicago on December 5th. Then finished it up with a 113-110 win in Indiana on January 28th. Listen, if they've already beaten you 3 times this season, they know what to do. They know how to beat you. Indiana has the rest advantage here in this game. Granted, I do not like the injury report for Indiana. No Nembhard, no McConnell, and no Nesmith for this team. It's good that they get Toppin and Siakam to both play in this game. That's definitely going to be a significant boost for them. The Bulls at home, like I said, you can't trust the Bulls. The Bulls are terrible. I gotta roll with Indiana. They've already beaten them 3 times this season. Why can they not do it again? I'm gonna take the Pacers plus a 4.5. I'm gonna take the Pacers outright money line. And give me the under. Since when are we getting a 247.5 in this game? I mean, in all their matchups before this one, in their last 3 matchups, it hasn't even came close to a 247.5 point total. The highest is 225. Then you had a 223. Then you had a 204. Like, no way. You're expecting, 20 to 25 extra points in this game with the injury report on both sides looking like that. No shot. Also, give me the under 247.5. But like I said, Indiana, they have the rest advantage. Yes, no Nembhard, no McConnell, no Nesmith, but they're getting Siakam and Toppin both back in the lineup. Bulls, like I said, they're going to have their regular guys, but they have some guys on the injury report as well. Like I said, they're at a rest disadvantage. Yes, they are at home, but like I said, they've already lost to this Indiana Pacers team 3 times. Usually it ends in a sweep right here. So, like I said, I'm going to take the Pacers plus a 4.5. Also, Pacers outright money line and the under 247.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks at the Houston Rockets. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Rockets 17.5 point home favorites over under 217.5. I just want to take this moment to thank the Rockets. They absolutely killed the Knicks last night. Thank you. Like I said, I thought it was a really, really good spot for them to earn their way off the do not bet list. Like I said, it was a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Rockets. They were at home. That's where I want to bet them. And like I said, both those teams were on the do not bet list, the Knicks and the Rockets. I bet the Rockets. Rockets had a significant chance to get off the do not bet list. They came through for me. They are now officially off the do not bet list. But does that mean laying 17.5 points with them? We'll get to that in a second. But y'all know what we got to do first. For the Bucks, Gary Harris is out. Thanos is out on the Antetokounmpo. Nobody cares. Bobby Portis is out. Giannis is out. Kevin Porter Jr. is out. For the Rockets, same 2 guys out, Adams and Van Vliet. For the Bucks, they are 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. This will be their first road game since March the 25th. They are currently on a 1-game winning streak. They're also on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. For the Rockets, winners of 3 out of their last 5 games. This will be their second straight home game. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. Houston is also on the back end of a back-to-back. These 2 teams have already matched up once this season. Houston leads the season series 1-0. Houston got a 122-115 win in Milwaukee on November 9th last year. This is a game where no significant rest advantage for either teams. Yes, Houston is head and shoulders the better basketball team. You're getting Houston back at home where we like to bet them, where they play their significantly better basketball. Houston, fully healthy. The Milwaukee, their injury report is absolutely nasty. I can understand why this is 17.5, but do we really trust laying 17.5 points with the Rockets at home at the crib? Both these teams on the back end of a back-to-back. Milwaukee is on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Houston's same, shooting in the same rim, same gym, staying at home. So that favors Houston as well. They already lead the season series 1-0. They have already beaten this team in Milwaukee all the way back dating the last year. It will be Houston laying the 17.5. That's probably what I am going to play. Like I said, Houston's just the way better basketball team. Milwaukee's injury report is absolutely nasty. And they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Just really, really nasty spot for the Bucks. Houston should take Milwaukee behind the woodshed right here, and they should not play with their food. So give me Houston. I'm going to lay the 17.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Denver Nuggets at the Utah Jazz. 9 o'clock p.m. EST. Nuggets, 7.5 point road favorites over under 249.5. For the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon is a game time decision. He is listed as probable per ESPN. Spencer Jones is out and Zeke Naji is out. For the Jazz, Elijah Harkless is a game time decision. Isaiah Collier is a game time decision. No, he is ruled out. Isaiah Collier is ruled out for this game. Keyshawn George has been ruled out for this game as well. Lauren Markkinen is out and Nurkic is out. For the Nuggets, clean sweep, 5 wins out of their last 5 games. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. This will be their first road game since March the 24th. They are winners of 5 out of their last 5 games. For the Jazz, 0-5 in their last 5 games. This will be their second straight home game. They are currently on a 5-game losing streak out of their last 5. Denver's on a 6-game winning streak, and Utah's on a 6-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season. Denver leads the season series 3-0. Denver got a 135-112 win in Denver on December 22nd. Then they got a 128-125 win in Utah on March the 2nd. Then they got a 135-125 win in Denver on March the 27th. One thing I can say about this Utah team is that they have played this Denver team tough every single time. No matter the injuries, they have covered. So I'm going right back to the well. Even though Utah has been in shitty form as of late on a 6-game losing streak, Denver does come in with the rest advantage in this game, but we like betting Utah in Utah. Utah is really good ATS this season at home in the Delta Center. Like I said, both of these teams are used to playing at elevation, but Utah's played this team tough. They played them real tough. Yes, can I see the Nuggets coming into this game and absolutely annihilating Utah? Absolutely. Absolutely. Denver can win this game by 40. They can take them out in the woodshed, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going right back to it. Give me Utah plus the 17.5 points. Also, give me a stab at the over. At the over 249.5. All but one of their meetings have went over that line of 249.5. Because one of them got to 247. Yeah, one of them got to 247, literally missed it by a bucket. But like I said, as of right now, the current line is 248. So I like that even better. So give me the over 248.5. Give me the Utah Jazz plus the 17.5 in this one. And for our final game of the night, we got my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs, at the Golden State Warriors. 10 o'clock p.m. EST. Spurs, 13.5 point road favorites, over under 226.5. For the Spurs, we're fully healthy. For the Warriors, Quinn Post is a game time decision, but he has been ruled out for this game as well. Will Richard Will Richard should be good to go. Quinn Post is a no-go for this game. Steph Curry is out. Horford's out. Moses Moody is out for the season. For the Spurs, winners of 5 out of their last 5 games. We are currently on a 9-game winning streak. This will be our first road game since the 28th of March. For the Warriors, winners of 3 out of their last 5 games. This will be their first home game since the 27th of March. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up 3 times this season. Golden State leads the season series 2-1. Golden State got a 125-120 win in San Antonio on November 12th. Then they got a 109-108 win in San Antonio on November 14th. Then San Antonio got their get back. They got a 126-113 win in Golden State on February 11th. Yeah, I'm going to lay the points here with the Spurs, minus 13.5. Short, sweet, simple. Spurs, head and shoulders the better basketball team. Warriors, yes, we like Golden State in the Chase Center. That's where they play their significantly better basketball, but the talent discrepancy is just far and above in favor of San Antonio. It's not even funny. We should flood the Warriors right here. Like I said, we beat them by 13 in the Chase Center last time we met. Now we're getting 13.5. I think we clear that. So give me the Spurs. I'm going to lay the 13.5 points in our final game of the night. And that's going to wrap it up for my NBA picks and predictions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps out with my algorithm and gets these videos out to more people like you searching for free picks. Also, go check out my boy at Marky Picks. He's absolutely killing the player prop scene. Make sure you go send him a follow. Let him know that I sent you. Also, be sure to tap into the Discord that features myself and at Marky Picks. We post all of our personal and exclusive only Discord plays in there every day, whether it's hockey, college basketball, baseball, you name it. We're posting in there. Come sweat some bets with us. Come win with us. I will leave the link to the Discord in my description. It's all completely free. But that's it. That's all. My name is Deshaun Raw, host of the Belts to Boats YouTube channel, and I'm out of here.